The Bible says, honor your father and mother, so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving. Exodus 20:12. Many of us go our entire lives without fully understanding the correction we have with our parents. Whether you want to put your parents on a pedestal or leave them stranded on a deserted island, one thing is certain: their words and actions have shaped you. You cannot let go that what your parents have done in your life. They live in you. This is more than inheriting the mannerisms, the habits, or the values, or even more than a DNA. You are connected to your parents at the deepest level of your soul. Think of it this way. Some of you are proud to call your parents mom and dad, and you revel in that relationship. You want your connection to be stronger. But some of you don't know how to relate to them as you grow older. Sometimes you enjoy them and sometimes they hurt and anger you. That's quite obvious, because they want to correct you, because they want to love you so much. And the reason that pain is so acute is that you are connected to them. No matter what you can't give up on the relationship, you want that connection to be stronger. And some of you feel nothing but pain when you think of your mother or a father. You may have been abandoned. Perhaps you've been consistently mistreated or abused. Perhaps you have a parent who is evil and unrepentant. Yet for some mysterious reason, though you may never admit it to everyone, it reminds me of another story which is so heart-touching, of a famous doctor, Samuel Johnson, which has had an influence on many, a boy who has heard it. Samuel's father, Michael Johnson, was a poor bookseller in Lichfield, England. On market days, he used to carry a package of books, the village of a nearby, and sell them from a stall in the marketplace. And one day the bookseller was so sick and asked his son to go and sell the books in his place. Samuel, his son, from a silly pride, refused to obey. 50 years afterward, Johnson became a celebrated author, the compiler of the English dictionary, as you all are aware, and one of the most distinguished scholars in England. But he never forgot his act of unkindness to his poor, hard-toiling father. So when he visited the nearby village, he determined to show his sorrow and repentance. He went into the marketplace at that time of business, uncovered his head and stood there for an hour in the pouring rain, on the very spot where the bookstall used to stand of his father. This, he says, was an act of contrition for my disobedience to my kind father. The spectacle of the great Dr. Johnson standing bareheaded in the storm to atone for the wrong done by him 50 years before is a grand and heart-touching one. There is a presentation of it in marble on the doctor's monument. Many a man in later years has felt something harder and heavier than a storm of rain beating upon his heart when he remembered his acts of unkindness to a good father or mother now in the grave. Dr. John Todd of Pittsfield, the eminent writer, never forgot how, when his old father was very sick and sent him away for medicine, he, a little lad, had been unwilling to go and made up a lie saying that the druggist had no such medicine. The old man was dying and little Johnny came in, but he said to Johnny, "My boy, your father suffers great pain for want of that medicine." Johnny started in great distress. for the medicine, but it was too late. On his return, the father was almost gone. He could only say to the weeping boy, "Love God and always speak the truth, for the eye of God is always upon you. Now kiss me once more and farewell," his father said. Through all his life afterward, Dr. Todd often had a heartache over that act of falsehood and disobedience to his dying father. It takes more than a shower to wash away the memory of such sins. But no wash can clean up your sins, my brothers and sisters. The words "honor thy father and mother" mean three things. Always do what they bid you. Always treat them lovingly and take care of them when they are sick and grown old. I never yet knew a boy who trampled on the wishes of his parents who turned out well. God never blesses a willful boy. When Washington was 16 years old, he determined to leave home and become a midshipman in the colonial navy. After he had sent off his trunk, he went to bid his mother goodbye. She wept so bitterly because his son was going away that he said to his Negro servant, "Bring back my trunk. I'm not going to make my mother suffer so by leaving her." He remained at home to please his mother. This decision led to his becoming a survivor and afterward a soldier. His whole glorious career in life turned on simple act of trying to make his mother happy. Happy, too, will be the child who never has occasion to shed bitter tears for any act of unkindness to his parents. My dear brothers and sisters, let us not forget that God has said, "Honor thy father and mother." I'm sure these words have encouraged you today. Never have grudge on your parents, nor never hurt them, because they are a precious gift from God.